when I joined as a junior member. So it's between the ages of 14 and 18 prior to going to Firefighter 1 training. And you're basically helping out throughout the firehouse. Once you progress to 18 and you go to Firefighter 1, it's roughly about 210 hours class, so it's like a 6-month commitment. So especially for people that are moving to town and families and work, it's a lot of effort put into that. It's quite the commitment to do 210 hours. Tim's our training officer. You'll get involved with him. You guys saw the training we did last night, and we'll do that twice, 3 times a month.
After they go through Fire 1, they could take more classes, like technical rescue classes, like vehicle ops, vehicle tech, water rescue, trench, confined space. After they pass Fire 1, they have a horizon of different classes to take. We had 2 groups, as you guys saw yesterday, and I had one of our members instruct hose line advancement, techniques, tricks, all that kind of stuff. And I was going through the low-profile wall simulator, so I would go over pros and cons of doing that, and what scenarios we would be doing that in, and then just having them do the practical portion. Yeah, and all our guys are great with making decisions. Being in a fire is very fast-paced, but you have to stay calm in that situation, because if you start panicking, it just goes downhill from there.
The unique thing about the fire service is a lot of people that join, they have a background in some sort of trade, whether it be plumbing, electrician, things of like that. So a lot of the guys that actually are members down here, their jobs are in the trade, so they're constantly seeing the changes in building construction as well. There are some that come in that really have no background knowledge, but there's courses like Tim said, just building construction and things like that that actually is able to train you to see the progressions and the differences in building construction, because the way they build houses now compared to what they used to build them like is way different. It's lightweight, the contents within the house burn quicker, hotter, and you're seeing a big difference in the firefighting methods that we do. What's unique about Highbridge is we own our own water system, so the borough owns it. They enlisted us, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, to actually during the summer months go out and we test the hydrants, which actually is good for us because it brings 2 of our members that are around during the day, because daytime calls is very difficult at times to be able to staff a fire truck to go to a call. We're 100% volunteer. It's a lot to ask somebody when they join to go to fire school at 210 hours on top of your 40-hour work weeks, on top of your families, or a lot of the department is multiple generations that have joined. Membership is probably the biggest resource that we could ask for down here, because again, we're all volunteers.
The fire service, like Sean said, has expanded. Lots of things have changed, so our tactics have to change. So that's why we have to keep up to date with everything. So I just try my best to give all the membership the knowledge I can give to them to help them.
So as far as motor vehicle accidents, this is the complement of tools that if somebody was entrapped in their car, we would use these to disentangle them out of the vehicle. And this would be more of like the stabilization equipment. So if a vehicle's on its side or it's flipped on its roof, or even on all fours, we want to stabilize it so it doesn't go anywhere. So you could use struts. We have cribbing on the rear of the truck, but these are all tools that we could use to stabilize the car so it doesn't move anywhere. It's definitely not one truck does all. So it's a 75-foot aerial ladder to reach our high to reach places, especially on our main street. We have 3-story, 4-story buildings, the churches. If we have to get up somewhere high, we would utilize that. Along with the ladder truck, it'll come with hundreds of feet of ground ladders to access. So if you can't get this close enough to the building to access it, we have multiple ground ladders to access it if we had to get up closer, roof ladders if we had to go on the roof to make a ventilation hole, use the roof ladder. Again, the saws that we would have to use if we had to go up to the roof to make a ventilation hole. So another responsibility when we're all done and the fire's out is to exhaust the smoke out. So multiple fans that we would set up to exhaust the smoke out of the home, to eliminate any type of carbon monoxide that's in the house or the residence, so it's safe to go back inside. With the water rescue, it's something we got into about 2 years ago, and over the past 2 years we've been training almost the entire department on getting their boat license. There's awareness level classes and then operational and technician level classes that the majority of the department is doing, because we cover an area across 31, which is in Union Township. That's our primary coverage area as well, and it's the Spruce Run Reservoir. Volunteering nationwide is a huge issue, and it's not just with fire departments. It's with rescue squads, it's with groups around town. You always see the same groups constantly volunteering, and I ask everybody, you know, come down, take a tour of the station, because until you get involved, it's addicting. It's the people are very good to be around. It's a great group. My second family is here.